Let's talk Pokopia storage. Organizing it is the hardest part of the game. Hopefully this video will help. Hi there, I'm Vorpapoo. You can call me VP. I recently developed a system based on the work of YouTuber Delvox. You should go check out his videos. He has a lot of great tips to make the grind of Pokopia less difficult, like the farms you see in the background here. I mostly use his organization, but I will include his link and my categories in the description below. So if you find this helpful, cozy up to those like and subscribe buttons, spread the love of cozy gaming, and help me out as a new channel. So let's get started. There are some minor spoilers, so if you haven't finished the storyline, you may want to wait. Now, the major complaints I had about stacking chests were the space and actually accessing the right chest. By setting the chests a block off the ground and turning them sideways, it makes it much easier to toggle between chests and takes up less space. It's also a cleaner look. I did choose to build underground because my pallet town had a huge cave I could easily adapt. This is my main storage area. I organize these categories like Ditto's inventory, so it's easier to load and unload at the end of the session. The first section is food. The top is just berries. The bottom is any food you can cook or grow, like beans or potatoes. Then we go into my color coding system. It's a basic 4-color system. That way you can quickly and easily top your crafting stations in each area and know what's in each chest. Green is organic items like leaves, vines, clay, sticks, most things that you scavenge. Red is inorganic material, stone, recyclables, sea glass, and any ores, limestone. Then browns. The top is brick and lumber. The bottom is glass, crystal, and concrete. And finally, blue. The top is finished ingots like iron and copper, and the bottom is just for Pokemetal. I do a lot of mining, so it didn't make sense to put only one chest here. This way I can also have a stack of 99 in each area to print or craft everything I need. Every so often, I restock each of my areas from these color-coded chests, particularly if I'm planning on working on that specific area that day. Next, we have paint. The top is RGB, red, green, blue. The bottom is yellow, pink, cyan. Then black and white are next to it. And the top is empty for any overflow. Like I said, I paint a lot. Moving on, we have trees, flowers, which includes vines, shoots, boulders, and planters, bushes, and finally crops. I include seeds of each with that type. Now, crops is for planted crops and seeds, not the harvest. That goes back under food. Then I have surfaces and relaxation. Surfaces, if you look, are furniture like tables and desks, which have no tag. Counters also go here. Basically, any furniture that does not have a tag. As you can see, I also put rugs there. Below surfaces are chairs. And now this is what I mean by a tag. Hit the minus button when you're in your inventory. If you look, it's at the bottom right on the screen. It will tell you more info and show you the item's tag. Here, for example, it says relaxation. It'll be the same for decorations, toys, etc. And these tags are primarily how I classify things other than blocks and materials. Then I've got beds. I know it's a deck chair, but technically a bed, and I remember it that way. Below that are items you don't think of as relaxations, like campfires and umbrellas, anything odd that has the relaxation tag. The next major category is decorations. It's pretty easy here. Items that go on walls like pictures, garland, etc. Below that, items that go on floors like plain chests, office items, then outdoor items like the crates and sandbags I steal from every Dream Island. And then items that usually go on a surface. Candles, flowers, small plants, mugs. Hey, it's just how my mind works. Also, steal everything from Dream Islands. Be a hoarder. This last one is toys. It stays pretty empty because I use a lot of them. The toys on the top are toys that need electricity. The bottom is everything else. And as you can see, there's lots of room to expand if I need to split into more subcategories. always leave room to hoard more. Over here, we have building supplies: stairs, doors, windows, and rope. Below that, anything roofing related, including skylights. Then we have any fencing and enclosure items, and finally, utilities. Now, for utilities, there are electrical things and others like plates, manhole covers, smooth rocks, extra chests. I also store all lights except candles, even though the lights are tagged as decoration. I like to keep them with the electricity needed to run them. Continuing on with building, there are walls. Then below that, pillars, then roads and damaged items. Again, roads have a tag so you can easily tell them from walls. Roads are the only category I am constantly short of space in. I may have to rethink how I store them. Next, natural blocks. Ice, mysterious stone. Below, any other unusual stone like gravel, ocean rocks. The next category is black rocks. I have a lot because I've mined a lot in Pokopia and it's an easy thing to trade with. And then you have white rock. I've been building a lot in the wastelands, so I have tons of that too. But the traders absolutely love it. Then red rock. As you've likely noticed, each different area has its own soil and grass, and that's how I categorize them. The top is for the wastelands and bleak beach. Below are ridges and skylands. Same goes for the grasses. It's really annoying when you're building to suddenly put a huge block of grass down in the wrong area, and it doesn't match anything. Finally, I have some miscellaneous categories. Any building or rebuilding kit. Then anything unusual. Stardust, which you can end up trading to Porygon Z for rare Pokemetal. Feathers and any leftover event items. Or anything I don't know what to do with. And then lastly, we have CDs and then fossils and relics. Because once again, I'm a hoarder and don't want to trade away anything that might be important later. So that's the whole thing. Again, the main crafting materials I color code and have a satellite crafting station in each area. It takes out some of the frustration of home hopping, particularly when you have access to a lot of DIYs and you can make decor you forgot to bring with you. If you found this helpful, please snuggle up to those like and subscribe buttons for more cozy content.